Good morning, my dear student. So in these sessions, we are going to learn the second problem on the Goodman straight line equation. A bar of circular cross sections is subjected to the alternating tensile force. So let us consider, I am taking the circular bar on this circular bar is subjected to the which force is acting? Alternating tensile force is acting. Is it right? So alternating tensile force nothing but here force is varying from maximum to minimum or minimum to maximum. So here first is varying as 200 kilonewton. So minimum load is acting on this bar is V minimum. So minimum load is how much load is acting? 200 kilonewton load is acting, and the maximum load V max equal to how much load is acting here? 500 kilonewton load is acting. Is to manufacture of a material with an ultimate tensile strength. So here the ultimate tensile strength of the material, it is given in this equation. The sigma u value, how much is given? 900 megapascal. Okay, if you want to convert 900, so 1 pascal equal to 1 Newton per meter square. Okay dear, so here mega means 10 power of 6, pascal nothing but I told you instead of 1 pascal equal to 1 Newton per meter square, Newton per meter square. But our intention is we want to convert in millimeter square. Is it right? 1 milli equal to 10 power of minus 3. Is it right? 900 into 10 power of 6 Newton by 10 power of minus 3 whole square into millimeter square. Then we can 3 2s are 6. Is it right? This and this will be cancelled. The remaining is sigma u equal to 900 Newton per millimeter square. That is the value of sigma u. Okay. And endurance limit. Here endurance limit is also given sigma E. Endurance limit of the material, it is given as 700 megapascal. It is given 700 megapascal. Directly we can convert in millimeter square. Then you can represent here 700 megapascal. You can convert that here Newton per millimeter square. We need to follow the same procedure here, then you can easily get the same value 700 Newton per millimeter square. Okay, so in this case we need to find out the diameter of the bar. We need to find out the diameter of this bar using the factor of safety of 3.5 related to the tensile strength. Here the factor of safety of this material is given here. The factor of safety, it is represented by N, and U ultimate, the factor of safety of the ultimate strength, it's given how much? It's given as 3.5, and the factor of safety of the endurance limit, it is given as NE equal to 4. Is it right? And stress concentration factor also given in this equation, because if it is stress concentration factor value, if it is not given, then you need to consider 1. But in this problem the stress concentration value, it is given. How much is given? It is given as 1.65. Then we can represent here the stress concentration factor. It is represented by Kf equal to 1.65. For the fatigue loading, using the Goodman straight line equation, we need to find out the diameter of this bar. Okay dear. The first thing is what we need to find out? We need to find out the maximum load we need to find out. Okay dear? As well as we need to find out the mean force we need to find out. If you want to find out mean force, or we can say as mean load, okay? So mean load, it is represented by capital W M equal to the maximum stress V max plus V minimum by 2. Okay dear? Here the maximum load is acting on this bar is how much is there? The V max, it is given as 500 kilonewton. Is it right? The 500 plus V minimum value is how much we got it here? 200 by 2. If you are at 500 plus 200, should be 700 by 2. If you divide 700 by 2, then you will get the answer is 350. Is it right? So the what is the unit is that? The unit is kilonewton. Okay. Then 350 kilo means it should be 10 power of 3 Newton. That is the value of Wm. Okay dear? Again, what we need to find out? In this equation, we need to find out the mean stress, as well as we need to find out the variable stress. Is it right? Again, I am finding the mean stress value. Mean stress. So mean stress value, we have the formula is sigma m equal to capital Wm. This means that the mean stress or mean force by area. So what is the formula of the mean stress? Sigma m equal to mean force by area. Mean force by area. The mean force is given as 350 into 10 power of 3 by area. We don't know the area. Is it right? Then keep as it is. Then we can represent here sigma m equal to 350 into 10 power of 3. Area formula we have, area nothing but pi by 4 into d square. Okay dear? Then sigma m, if you divide 350 into 10 power of 3 divided by pi by 4, pi nothing but 3.142 divided by 4, if you divide this value that much, then you will get the answer is 445369563.29 by d square. That is the value of mean stress value. How much we got it here? 4453632.29 by d square. That is the value of mean stress. Again, from this we didn't find out the value of with the help of mean stress, we not find out the value of d value. Again, we need to go for which one? Variable stress. Is it right? Please take this snapshot. I will rub. Again, we need to find out the value of variable force. Is it right? So what is the formula is there? Sigma V equal to capital mass minus capital W minimum by 2. Maximum load minus minimum load by 2. Okay dear? That is the value of variable force value. Is it right? Maximum load, how much we got here? 500 minus minimum load, how much load is acting on this bar? 200 by 2. If you subtract this value, then you will get the answer is 300 by 2. If you divide 300 by 2, then you will get 150 kilonewton. So the unit sorry, that is the value of capital WV. Is it right? Capital WV equal to 150 into 10 power of 3 Newton. Okay dear. Again what we need to find out? We need to find out the variable stress. We need to find out. Is it right? The variable stress if you want to find out the variable stress, then you need to use the formula is sigma V equal to capital W by V. So this capital W nothing but variable force by capital area. Is it right? Then WV, the value how much we got here? 150 into 10 power of 3 by area nothing but pi by 4 into d square, pi by 4 into d square. Then if you divide 150 into 10 power of 3, 150 into 10 power of 3 into 4 by pi into d square, then you will get the value is sigma V equal to 19098.485. How much you got the answer? 19098.485. What will be the unit? The unit is, it should be Newton per millimeter square. The value of variable stress value is how much? 19098.485 Newton per mm square. Okay, then after that what we need to find out here? We find the value of mean stress as well as variable stress. As well as what we need to find out? We need to use the Goodman line equation. From the Goodman line equation, we need to find out the diameter of the specimen. Is it? It should be how much dear? It should be 190,985 dear here. 5 by this one d square is remaining. Okay dear. So that is the value of variable stress value. How much? 190,985.485 by d square Newton per mm square. Again with the help of Goodman equation, we need to find out the value of d. Is it right? Okay, then the formula you need to remember here, sigma V by sigma E. Okay, plus, so variable stress by endurance stress plus sigma M mean stress by sigma U into Kf equal to 1. Okay, but in this equation the factor of safety it is given. How much factor of safety is given? The factor of safety of the ultimate stress is given how much? 3.5, as well as the factor of safety of the endurance limit it is given as 4. For that reason you need to divide by NE here NU. Okay dear. Then sigma V by sigma E by NE equal to 1 minus of sigma M into Kf by sigma U by NU. Okay dear. Then sigma V value, how much we got it here? Variable stress value, sigma V value is 190,985.485. Is it right? 190,985.485 by sigma E. Endurance value, how much we got it? By d square by sigma E value is how much dear? Sigma E is 700. Is it right? 700 by NE. How much we got it here? NE we got it as the 4 equal to 1 minus of mean stress. How much we got it here? Sigma M 445632 44632.29 by D square into stress concentration factor. KF value is given as 1.65. Okay, divided by sigma U, ultimate stress. Sigma U value how much is given here? Sigma U value is given 900 by stress concentration factor of the ultimate stress point. How much is given here? 3.5. Okay dear. Then please solve with the help of calculus, then you will get the answer. So in this equation, in this problem dear, first thing is 190,985.485 keep as it is, divided by 700 by 4, again divided by these terms, then you will get the value is 1091.3456 by D square remaining. Okay, equal to 1 is as it is minus, same procedure you need to follow here. You need to multiply 44632.29 multiply by 1.65, again divided by 900 by 3.5, then you will get the value is 1091.3456 by D square. Okay dear, then if it is moved toward this side, means 1091.3456 plus 1091.3456 by D square. So we can take the common here equal to 1. So here we can take common here. Is it right? So you need to add this value 1091.3456 plus 1091.3456. Then you will get the value is 3950.822 by D square equal to 1. You need to multiply this term 3950.822 equal to D square. If you remove the square, it is make as the power D equal to under root of 3950.822. Then if you take the root with, then you will get the answer is 62.85 mm. So this is the diameter of this circular shaft. Is it right? How much we got it here? 62.85 mm. Is it right? If you have the doubt regarding this, please write down in the comment box. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. So here, the small mistake here, dear. The small mistake here. You are getting the value is 2859. So I am getting the value is 2859.479. So how much? 2859.479. You add here 2859.479. Okay dear, so if you add this value, then you will get the value is 3950.822 divided by D square equal to 1. Then it should be, if you remove the square, then it is make as the power is 3950.822, then diameter you are getting the 68.85 mm. Is it right? So this is the diameter of a circular shaft. Okay. So if you have any doubt, please write down in the comment box and don't forget to subscribe my channel, dear. Thank you.